Police say that whoever broke into this church used a brick, smashed it through this window to gain entry. Once inside, that's when they walked through the church to get their stolen goods. Much of the fire damage, as you can see behind me, was done at the top of the house here. Crews were out here for about 6 hours monitoring the house and gathering evidence. Lausanne paramedics say it happened near the gate here at the Bryan County EMS station. Paramedics on shift say they saw a truck swerve in the road in front of the station, heard their dog yelp, and then watched in disbelief as the truck sped off down the road. Oh, Kathleen, the man behind this sign tells me that he was heartbroken after the Dallas shooting that left 5 officers dead, and he wants Denison police here to know their lives matter. Lausanne police were here at the Sherman Inn checking out a car believed to be the suspect's getaway vehicle. While they were here, they got a call across the parking lot of an ongoing robbery at the Texas Tobacco. Officers watched the suspects run out of the store, get in a car, and speed off. Well, Tom, police say this all started after an earlier incident when the suspect came into the store, refused to leave. Alex, well, right now it's still a very active scene just over this hill here behind me. Kathleen, that's right. 2 people were on board. We're told one was a pilot trainer, one was a student. Take a look at some video that we shot just a little bit earlier. Police just cleared the scene about 2 hours ago. When we arrived, they were pulling that stolen vehicle that was involved in that chase. Now, here's what we know so far.
911.
Yes, this woman just got hit on the side of the road and the car ran.
A chilling 911 call made the day Lizette Lopez's life was taken.
She was really kind. She was really sweet. She was sweet to everybody. She was really nice. She was making everybody laugh. She was always joking around, you know. She was such a great little girl.
On a rainy September day in 2015, Lopez was rescuing a turtle on Texoma Parkway when she was hit and killed after her shift at Nick's restaurant. 33-year-old Clyde Stanberry convicted for the crime.
He's gonna be in there for a long time. He's paying for what he did.
After hitting Lopez, Stanberry took off, then crashed near Spur 503. He was soon arrested by Denison police. District Attorney Joe Brown says this is an example of the dangers of drugs.
The day of this wreck, he was extremely high on meth, had ingested a large amount, still had more in his car, and he goes out driving in a rainstorm.
Stanberry was sentenced to 70 years in prison. Lopez's brother says the sentence won't bring back his sister, but now they can focus on healing.
It's gonna be really hard about that, like leaving the past behind. I mean, she was our family. It's gonna be hard to leave everything in the past. It's not gonna be perfect anymore. Yeah, he's ruining our life. She's gone. She's not here with us no more. So it's gonna be hard still. This home on the corner of F and 3rd Street in Antler, Sheriff B.J. Hedgecock says is a hot spot for drug sales.
We've received a lot of complaints on that house. It's a daily complaint on that residence about it being about the young kids are coming from there and the amount of narcotics sold out there.
Late Tuesday evening, the Sheriff's Office, Antlers PD, District 17 Task Force, and Choctaw Tribal SWAT team assisted in a drug raid. 5 people were pulled from the home, cuffed and questioned by investigators.
They done found some narcotics in the residence, some scales, and some marijuana, and some meth, some firearms, and some what they believe to be some stolen property in there.
Deputies were able to obtain a warrant for the home after the sheriff says an undercover deputy was able to buy drugs.
Methamphetamine is a highly addictive, bad drug, and it's run rampant in this county.
A problem that Sheriff Hedgecock isn't taking lightly.
My goal is to shut down the sale of drugs, and because all the drugs revert back to stolen property, and if I can get some people's stolen property back and prevent a few kids from getting hooked on meth, I've accomplished my goal.
The county hospital and other businesses are near that alleged drug home, causing concern to those who drive by every day.
It's been a nuisance to the public in there, so we're going to try to accomplish and do something about it.
Sheriff Hedgecock says let this raid be a warning to other drug dealers in the county.
We'll do all we can to push them out or send them to prison.
It's not okay to swerve and hit any dog, but you hit our family and the family that we now have to take care of from what you did.
8-year-old Gooch is no average pup. He's been a part of the Bryan County EMS squad ever since he made his way into the station.
He's our paramedic. He understands, he knows what's going on, and he takes care of us.
But now these Bryan County medics have their life-saving hands working on Gooch's recovery. Monday night, Gooch was hit by a pickup truck, witnessed by medics who were on shift.
They heard the engine rev up, and when they heard the engine rev, they turned and looked, and they saw the swerve, and then they heard Gooch, and then the car just continued accelerating down towards Mississippi.
Shift Captain William Cross says it appears the incident was done purposely.
If it was an accident, we understand things happen, but you purposely swerve and hit an animal or...
Every squad member heartbroken, learning that the furry friend that supports them was severely injured.
He didn't move. He didn't even raise his head when we walked in, and that's not Gooch.
Gooch was paralyzed from mid-back down. He started to regain some movement, but medics say it's still hard to tell.
He's getting a lot of medications to keep pain down and to keep the swelling down.
From guarding ambulances to telling the weather, Gooch is the station's right-hand man.
The barometer in between his ears is better than anything I've ever seen.
Medics from all over are offering prayers and well wishes for Gooch's recovery, a heartwarming feeling for Bryan County.
It's awesome. It just really shows that we're all one big family.
I'm Scott Martin. We start this evening with the father and son that were killed in the McKinney plane crash. Good morning. It's Thursday, December 29th. I'm Scott Martin. Here's a look at 10 things you need to know this morning. Police in Lone Grove have a warning for residents after a rise in car break-in. Police in Sherman are looking for thieves who stole electronics from a business. It happened at the One Grand Center that's located in the 1800 block of North Teague Street. Authorities in Fannin County are looking for a wanted man. The Bonham Police Department is searching for 25-year-old Dakota Ray Patton. This may remind you of the film Footloose, but it's not a movie plot. It's a real situation. A Valentine's dance in Oklahoma has been canceled because the town has banned dancing within 500 feet of the church. A major bridge here in Texoma is back open tonight after it was closed for more than a year. TxDOT says the Highway 91 bridge across Shawnee Creek here in Grayson County is now open. Well, after only a couple of hours of being open today, Turner Falls in Davis has closed for the third time this weekend. Due to maximum capacity and extreme overcrowding, the park has decided to close its doors until more visitors start to leave. This time next week, many local football teams will be leaving the field with the first game of the season in the books. Friends of a Kingston man who lost his home in a fire on Thursday night are trying to help him. Have to bring our coats back out.
Coats, break them out. Put away the Bermuda shorts. I saw you in it.
Right, exactly.
You saw me earlier.
Yeah, I did. I sure did. Bring in the coats.
All right, thanks, Alan.